Susie. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking.
Of course. So at our last appointment together, I gave you a 3-day diet diary to take home and complete. Since then, I've reviewed it and compared it to Canada's Food Guide. If it's all right with you, I would like to make some recommendations about your nutrition and ways that we can better it.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea.
Okay, so currently you are sitting at a high risk for caries due to your recent restorations and eating every 3 hours.
Oh, I didn't realize my risk was so high. How does diet and oral health relate?
Well, diet plays a huge role on your oral health because there are many nutrients that your mouth needs in order to stay healthy and happy.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so for example, when you have your daily tea with added sugar in it, the sugar is staying on your teeth, which is altering the pH in your mouth, which is making it more easy for basically the bacteria to turn into a cavity on your tooth.
Oh. Can you help me learn more about my diet and changes to make?
Yes, so my goal for this session is to reduce your risk for caries through counseling you on nutrition.
Okay, awesome.
So, after giving you the 3-day diet diary, I've assessed whether or not you are meeting the recommendations that Canada's Food Guide is suggesting.
Okay, have I met all the needs?
So, Canada's Food Guide recommends 2 servings of fruits and vegetables, which is roughly half a plate, 1 serving of protein, which is roughly a quarter of a plate, as well as 1 serving of whole grains, which is, again, roughly a quarter of a plate. So, you have met all the needs of vegetables and fruits and protein, but you're a little shy of meeting the whole grain requirement.
How short was I on the whole grains?
You're only about half a serving short for whole grains, so not too bad, and definitely something easy that we can make a change to make sure you're reaching the full serving.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm interested in making the change that I have to make to reach it.
Okay, so first I'm going to talk to you about a nutrient deficiency I noticed.
Oh, what nutrient am I lacking?
Well, since you are not meeting your whole grain intake, I think you're lacking your vitamin B a little bit.
Vitamin B comes from whole grains?
Yes, it does. Vitamin D is found in all whole grains and can help to reduce your risk of gum disease, as well as it can benefit your systemic health by helping to lower your cholesterol.
Oh, I just learned something new. What foods can I find whole grains in?
Well, you can find whole grains in foods such as brown rice and even whole wheat bread.
I definitely will start incorporating those kinds of foods.
Perfect, I'm glad to hear. So now we're going to go over some modifications.
Okay.
So on this sheet, it talks about Canada's Food Guide recommendations and then a modification you're going to make sure that you're reaching it. So the first one is to eat plenty of vegetables and fruits along with whole grain foods and proteins. So maybe a modification you can make is making sure you're eating a whole grain in your breakfast every single day. That's a little bit more than you are now to make sure you're reaching the full serving size. And then another recommendation is to choose protein foods that come from plants more often. So, for example, maybe if you have almonds as a snack during the day, that would give you protein from a plant-based food. And then we want to limit highly processed foods, so you don't really eat very many now, so just continuing to not have any temptations to will be good. And then if you choose foods such as processed foods, eat less often in small amounts. So maybe an example is the only processed food you're kind of having is your tea, so maybe cutting back the sugar in that could be a modification. And then make water your drink of choice, so maybe add an extra bottle to each meal or something to make sure you're getting as much as you need. Do those all sound like they could work for you and help you reach the goals?
Most definitely.
Okay, perfect. So Canada's Food Guide also has encouraged food habits. So one would be to cook more often, but you cook all your meals at home and you're not eating out. So I would just say to continue to make sure you're doing that. And then it also encourages to enjoy food. So just making sure to continue to enjoy healthy food so that you don't crave the unhealthy foods, which you're already doing, so that's great. And then it wants you to be mindful of your eating habits, which, once again, you eat pretty healthy diet, so you don't need to worry about that one too much. Just continue to do what you're doing. And then to eat meals with others, so maybe make sure when you're eating in the lunchroom that there's someone else there and you're not really sitting by yourself. So do those all sound good?
Yes.
Okay. So, after coming up with all these modifications, do you find them fully reasonable and easy to achieve?
Yes, I do.
Perfect. So this session we went over how diet relates to oral health and caries, as well as reviewed the Canada Food Guide recommendations, and went over some modifications to make your diet to your diet. So next time we can reassess and see if your caries risk has gone down, and see if you are fully meeting the needs of Canada Food Guide.
Okay, awesome. I really look forward to it.
Okay, perfect. Thanks, Susie. I'll see you soon.